Hello. In this session, we'll go with radial distribution curves of atomic structure. It's an interesting one. We'll take a graph of psi versus r. R is the radius, or you say distance from the nucleus. Psi is the wave function. It is wave function. It is, you can say, distance. At what distance the probability of finding electron will be there. It will be like this. Don't touch here. Okay, now there should be some gap. It should be some plus sign here. This is for one s orbital. It is not touching. There is no node. Node is the place where the probability of finding electron is 0. Here no node is there. It is not touching. No nodes. Only this one. What is the meaning of this graph? The graph indicates the probability of finding electron. This is psi. Psi is maximum, means probability of finding electron is maximum. You can see here. This is maximum at the nucleus. This point is nucleus. Okay, so you can say this is the nucleus. At nucleus, the probability of finding electron is maximum. Okay, now this is nothing but this graph only. Wave function graph what we are taking. This particular part I am showing you here. Okay, for 1s orbital. For 2s orbital, it will be like this. 2s orbital, starting from here, crossing this and coming like this. Psi versus r only. This is plus and this is minus, crest and trough type. Okay, now it is just, don't think that negative is minimum value like that. Both are maximum values only. This is highest point and this is highest point. Probability of finding electron is maximum according to that. And this point is node. Okay, there is one node for 2s orbital. Look at this. In this case, I am taking 3s orbital starting from here like this. Psi versus r. This is node. Again, this is node. This is plus, minus, plus. Two nodes are there. Okay, node and node. About 1s, 2s, 3s graphs. Okay. We'll go with more graphs. Psi versus r. This is for 2p. We have started from the nucleus, you can see. At nucleus, it is going to be the minimum. It is the minimum at nucleus. So, 0 probability at the nucleus. Going in, and this is plus. Okay, for 2p orbital. Then, no nodes are here. You can see there is no node. But for 3p orbital, it is again similar to this, coming once down, and this is going to be a node. This is again plus, this is minus. Plus and minus. 3p, 4p you can expect, 5p, 6p, like this. And 3d you see, it is also similar to 2p, but little white. Okay, so psi versus r. This is only, there is no node again. Only one peak type is there. The main observation you should make is, for all s orbitals we are starting from the highest one. For p orbitals and d orbitals we are starting from the minimum one. That means there is no possibility of finding electron of p orbitals near the nucleus. This is about psi. In psi we are having some negative values. Okay, now in order to avoid that negative values, we are going to make it psi square. When psi square is there, all the negative values will become positive. Those are called the probability functions. Okay, now I am making the probability functions, you see. Psi square graph. This will be same, no change. Psi square graph. This part, whatever is down now, that is here. Okay, psi square. See, everything is same. Only small changes I am making. This is, you see, psi square graph you are doing. Okay, the psi square means the values, the negative values will become positive values. Psi, this is no change. Psi square same as it is. Psi square, this negative value whatever is there, this is coming like positive value. Nodes and everything is going to be same. Only difference is whatever the negative values are there. This was negative, we made it up. That's all. Just flip them upside, that's all. Positive will be positive only, negative will be converted into positive values. Psi square is not now wave function. Psi square is called probability function. Both are having same meaning, that is finding of electron. Probability or finding of chances of seeing the electron, that is only psi or psi square. One more curve we are going to see, that is D function curves. D function curves are important for your examination. Generally, they will asking you D function only. D function means 4 pi r square into dr into psi square. 4 pi r square into dr into psi square is called D function. It is actually the probability of finding electron at a distance r around the nucleus, that is given by 4 pi r square dr psi square, you can say. 4 pi r square dr psi square is radial distribution function, you can call. And this D function versus R graphs will be very, very interesting. You can see. I am going to take some formula also I will give you. For 1s orbital, D function versus R graph. For 2s orbital, you can guess what happens here. For this is 3s orbital, this is for 2p orbital, this is for 3p orbital, D versus R, this is for 3d orbital. You can see 1s, 2p and 3d, they are appearing almost same. They are almost the same, you see, but the sizes will be different. I will give you 1s, 2s and 2p in another graph also, with the distances and all. Okay, the next graph I will mention that one, but just you see here how these are going to be. 1s orbital, 1s orbital, this is called peak. There is one peak, there is no nodes. You can see it is not touching this, there is not having any nodes. This node is called radial node. There is no radial node, there is one peak is there. These are the two peaks, these two are the peaks, and this is node. So one node is there, and here you can see these two are the nodes. Two nodes are there, and there are three peaks. For 3s orbital, there are three peaks and two nodes. And for 2p orbital, again one peak is there, no nodes. For 3p orbital, two peaks, one node. For 3d orbital, one peak, zero nodes, no node, you can say. Look at all these are very, very, very interesting. Now you see the first point. For 1s orbital also, according to D, we are starting from here 0. That means at a nucleus, there is no possibility of finding electron. Okay, there is no possibility of finding electron. This is the maximum, you see. This is actually, according to Bohr, this is 0.53 angstrom meter. So 0.53, the maximum possibility of finding electron. This is 0.53. In that sense, this is for second orbit. Between first orbit and second orbit, there is some space. There is some space where you can't find electron. This is called, this particular area is called node. This area is node. This is node. That means between these two levels, 1s level and 2s level, there is some gap where you can't find electron. Between these three, there are two gaps, you can't find electron. Here, no nodes. But here 2p and 3p, there is some gap, you can't find electron here. Like that, you need to understand. Okay, so nodes for all these, I will give you one simple shortcut also. Number of peaks is equals to n minus L. Without graphs, you can answer all these questions. Number of radial nodes is equal to n minus L minus 1. You can apply for any orbital. Just now we have written. Number of angular nodes is equal to Number of angular nodes is equals to L. Total nodes is equal to n minus L minus 1 plus L, that is nothing but n minus 1. Total nodes is equals to n minus 1. Total peaks is equals to n minus L. Number of radial nodes is equals to n minus L minus 1. Number of angular nodes, okay, number of angular nodes are only called number of non-radial nodes. Number of non-radial nodes is equals to L. And this is only we are calling as nodal planes also. Nodal planes is also L. For s orbital, no nodal planes. For p orbital, one nodal plane. For d orbital, two nodal planes. That again we are saying in terms of L only. Nodal planes are number of angular nodes L, number of radial nodes n minus L minus 1, number of peaks n minus L. Total number of nodes are going to be n minus L minus 1 plus L. That means n minus 1. I'll give you one more graph. Just wait for a moment. This is interesting graph. Here I am taking D function versus R. You see, this is for one s orbital. This I am taking for the red color is 2s, this is 1s. And 2p orbital is, interestingly, it is like this. Okay. See here the interesting points. The black color line, what I have shown here, that is for 1s orbital. When this is 1s orbital, the maximum distance you can see, this is the maximum point. That maximum point is at 0.53 angstrom. The maximum point is at 0.53 angstrom. For 2s orbital, the maximum point is 2.7 angstrom. This is 2.7 angstrom. Okay, this is 2.7 angstrom. And for 2p orbital, the maximum you can see that is at 2.1 angstrom. See, these are practical data. This is for 2s orbital, this is for 1s orbital, this is for 2p orbital. Generally, what we feel is, what we imagine is 2s orbital, 2p orbital will be little away from this. Actually, 2p orbital is here and 2s orbital is here. 2s orbital peak you can see, that is at 2.7 angstrom. But 2p orbital peak is at 2.1 angstrom. Okay, so this is one point that is to be noted. This is taken from Grover book, GR publication Grover book. This graph is taken from that. Okay, so radial probability curves, very interesting, very important. Okay, so you can see this is the peak. Okay, no node for 1s orbital. You can see for 2s orbital, this is the peak and this is the peak. This point is the nodes. For 2p orbital, this is the peak, no nodes. For peaks and nodes, I have given you just now. Just go through with that one. If you find any doubt, you ask me. You have my number and you can reach me here.